And just like that, the next episode has begun. Welcome back to Ace Attorney Justice for All. I'm your host, MegaShadowFist. The second video because I suck at commentary, and I can't pronounce English to save my life. When we last left off, we presented evidence proving Anya's testimony to be a little shaky, so now she's completely reconstructing her testimony for us to press again. So, as per usual, I'm gonna press everything before we start presenting evidence. Like, the side room is like kinda dark, you know? Hold it, please. Really? Because I thought it was pretty bright inside that room. Don't push your subjective opinions on this court! Like, that's right. Excuse me, but how is my statement any more subjective than Miss Minnie's? You are such a hopeless cause, Fitness. You may feel free to ignore this trifle man. Like, okay. Ugh, can't breathe. Let me out of here. Alrighty then, so like that costume is like purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. I could kind of see that, but no. Let's press. Excuse me. You didn't see the blood? Like, yeah. But she must have had the gun with her at the time as well. That's, Are you going to tell me next that you didn't notice the gun either? I, like, totally didn't. All I was looking at was, like, her face. Continue? Okay, if this were real court, she would have been dismissed like 8 million years ago. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. That doesn't make sense, though, right? Because if she didn't notice the gun or anything, or the blood stain, then why would she... Okay, let's go ahead and present. Let's go ahead and press. Whoops, sorry, about to do my pseudo desk here. And what was your sister, Miss Mimi, like? Or what? What was your sister, Miss Mimi, like at the time? Minnie, I should say. Well, she was like totally flipped out because she just shot Dr. Gray. But I think like she knew, she like said she did something really bad. And like she said she wanted to go with me too, like apologize to Miss Morgan. Did Mimi's spirit really say all that to you? Like, yeah. That doesn't make sense, though. That would completely contradict your... Okay. Nope. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on. Let's go ahead and press this. Was your sister calm by that time? Like, I guess so. I guess maybe, like, taking her revenge on Dr. Gray, like, made her feel a lot better. I'd like to feel a lot better too, Mr. Phoenix Wright. The sooner the better. She says with her whip at the ready. And, like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? May I ask you one more thing, Miss Minnie? Like, sure. Was there anything you found strange, unusual, or just out of place? Something out of place? Huh? Like, when do you mean? When you... save, of course. Why wouldn't we save, silly? Like, if you thought we weren't going to save, well... You are a foolish fool, living in a foolish country, not paying very much attention because of your foolishness. Okay, there's no green bar, so I don't think we're gonna get a penalty if we get something wrong here. We're in the side room, we're going to the crime scene, arrived at the crime scene. Maybe we can get all of this. So, what should we ask first? What would be the most valuable piece of information here? We're going to the crime scene, arrived at the crime scene, or we're in the side room? First of all, let's go with arrived at the crime scene first. I'm talking about when you arrived at the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. What should I do? Let's go ahead and press harder. Think harder! I know you can remember something! I, like, totally can't. Just give up already, Mr. Phoenix Wright! I wonder if I put too much faith in Annie's ability to do anything with that brain. No good, I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes his testimony. If you don't find some sort of hitch in her statement... He'll end the trial, I know. We have to give it another shot. It doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. Alright. Like, the sight room was, like, kind of dark. Okay, we're gonna press everything. So let's go back to the very last thing again. And, like, I persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. So, and then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Press. Maybe I should have gone with going to the channeling chamber. That would have made more sense. Right? I think so. That should have made more sense when instead of at the channeling chamber, or whatever. Instead of at the, yeah. Anyway, like, sure, was there anything you found strange or unusual? Something out of place? When you were going to the crime scene? How about this? Because there are a lot of things that you could have noticed. I'm talking about when you were going to the channeling chamber, of course. Like, no, nothing strange. She answered rather quickly. Now what? Press harder, of course. Think harder. I know you can remember something. I, like, totally can't. That's not good enough. You have to explain yourself clearly to this court. Do you think, Mr. Wright, that whether or not there was something odd on the way to the channeling chamber is all that important? It's very important, of course. This could make or break the case here. I ask because it is very important. Not that I know where I'm going with this. Very well. Miss Minnie, if you will, please include a statement about this in your testimony. Like, I don't get why, but okay. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way to, like, the channeling chamber. Let's go ahead and press this, please. Okay. Try to remember that time. Oh, like, I remember, like, I totally didn't see anyone on the way. I guess this really is a dead end. Something you finally pull out of witness is never a dead end, Phoenix. No good. I can't find anything wrong. Phoenix, the judge believes, okay. Blah, blah, blah. He'll end the trial, I know. Another shot, doesn't matter how many times we listen, we can't give up. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to the other thing and do the third option here. The blood totally blended right in, and I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. Let's go ahead and press this again. And the third option this time. Was your sister okay, we've already read this. I don't know why. I was like, okay, let's go into super dramatic reading mode again. Mr. Phoenix Wright, no thank you. Oh, we don't even have the option to anymore. Okay, what happens if I do this? If I hit side? Okay, it's just gonna do this again. Okay. Okay, so it looks like, wait, no! Lights. Okay, so let's look at everything again. Okay, so, like, the side room is, like, kind of dark, you know? So, like, the costume is, like, purple, right? The blood totally blended right in. And I, like, persuaded my sister it wasn't, like, right to do something like that. And then, like, I took my sister to the channeling chamber. I, like, didn't see anyone on the way, like, to the channeling. You sure about that? Actually, you should have seen Pearl. That's not... Did we save yet? Before we do that, let me save. She should have seen Pearl, though. That doesn't make sense. She had to have seen Pearl while she was there. Otherwise... Yeah, like, she had to have seen Pearl at the very least. Because Pearl said that she was in Winding Way during the event of the crime. And Winding Way is the only place that connects, that directly connects the side room to the channeling chamber. So we're gonna go ahead and present Pearl's profile, please. That's what I'm gonna go. Present. You say that you didn't see anyone on the way to the channeling chamber? However, that is impossible! Like, what do you mean? I'd like to introduce someone to you. This is Miss Morgan Fay's daughter, Pearl Fay. Interesting, you have a semi-intelligent look on your face. So what about this child? It just so happens that at the time of the murder, Pearl was playing in the Center Garden. The garden? Yep. Which means anyone walking through the area would have to have seen her. So, Miss Minnie, what do you have to say to that? I guess that was really silly, I don't know. As the court can see, she's a bit of an airhead. Also, she was leading her sister at the time. Do you honestly think she would have noticed a simple child playing? Preposterous. It's not preposterous, and I can prove it. What sort of foolish... Save. We're gonna have to prove something here. I'm gonna go with the urn. I think the broken urn might be proof. Okay. What sort of foolish? There is no way someone walking along the Winding Way could have noticed Pearl. Are you sure about that? Because, Sacred Urn, man, like... I'm gonna go with it. Take that! This urn is my proof. An old cracked clay pot? What is that going to prove? Do you know why it's cracked? It's because Pearl broke it, that's why! She broke the urn. Yo! Why do I feel like you're about to ruin my beautiful day? This urn was broken around the time the channeling started. Ah! And Pearl was the one who put it back together. While sitting right in the middle of Winding Way. Oh, wait, no, that was... what? I totally did that like I was Lady Von Karma. Miss Minnie. Pearl was there in the Winding Way at that time. She was hard at work, putting the piece of the urn back together, you see? If you couldn't see that while you were walking, I'd have to declare you legally blind! I think I have sufficiently proven one thing, Miss Minnie. You are a masterful liar! Ah! Mr. Wright, you need to watch what you say! The one who needs to watch what she's saying is the witness! So, Miss Minnie, tell us the truth! About what? About what? About where you were at the time of the murder, of course! The witness just testified about that! That's right! I was, like, sleeping in the side room! Can I really believe her? Was she really sleeping in the side room? No, there's no way. I don't believe you. Your lies end here! What do you... The witness says that during the actual murder, she was asleep in the side room. And I say that's not possible because there's clearly a contradiction here. A contradiction? Where is this contradiction? Of course I'm going to say first, silly. Like, why would you be surprised by that? Suspending game? Alright, continue... from save point. Where's the enter testimony just now? It's in the evidence. Help me, Mia! It's in the evidence? I'm just gonna go through enter testimony just now. Early in your testimony, Miss Minnie, you made the following statement. And like, Miss Morgan was the only one in the channeling chamber, you know? It's true that at the time, both myself and Miss Hart were not there. We had gone to call the police. So, like, what does that, like, have to do with anything? It's very simple. Miss Minnie, how did you know that fact? How? I concede that Miss Faye was the only person in the channeling chamber. However, someone who was asleep in the side room could not have known that. Which means, Miss Minnie, you did in fact go to the channeling chamber. However, you didn't go there by the way of Winding Way! Gwah! But look at the manor guide map! If one were to go between the side room and the channeling chamber, one would have to use the Winding Way. Yes, that's right, Your Honor. Which is why I asked this very important question. Should we or should we not save? Because we're gonna save, of course, ladies and gentlemen. I know I'm really obnoxious with saving. It really breaks the pace of the stuff, but I don't care. Which is why I asked this very important question. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Miss Minnie, please answer the question. Oh no, Von Karma's got something up her sleeve. Don't ask a question off of a baseless assumption, if you please. Well, I suppose since you put it out on the table, Mr. Phoenix Wright, you might as well answer the question for us. Where was the witness at the time of the murder? Now's your chance, Phoenix. Yeah! The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was any Minnie. Save. Because I want to save just before we have to present any evidence. Because why not? From save point. The only person who could have killed Dr. Gray was any Minnie. So now is the time to prove it. Okay, now then, Mr. Phoenix. No, oops. Now then, Mr. Wright, let's hear your answer. Where was the witness when the murder took place? Okay, so if she wasn't in the side room, and she wasn't in Winding Way, I want to say she was in the channeling chamber the whole time. How about that? Miss Minnie was here, of course! But that's the channeling chamber! Isn't that the crime scene? That's right! Miss Minnie was at the scene of the crime! Order! 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 That's why that is... Mr. Phoenix Wright, have you lost your mind? Yesterday's testimony established that only the victim and the defendant were the channeling when the channeling started. Okay. Yes, that is correct. Please explain yourself, Mr. Wright. Simple. Miss Innie was hiding at the scene of the crime. I don't need to save for this. I was hiding? Where? Like, where was I hiding? Maybe I should save. Never mind. Oh, boy. Right here. I want to say just behind here. Here, of course. Behind the folding screen? Ah! Don't make me say this again. Recall yesterday's testimony. There ain't no way anyone's hanging out behind that folding screen. See? You stupid jerk! Quit being so quick to pin it on me, Oh, your true colors are showing, Miss Itty Minnie. Huh, you're just like April May. In more way than one. Now, Miss Minnie, one so young as you shouldn't be saying, "Shut it, Gramps," as if you know exactly how old I am. I'm sorry. Looks like the pipe's about to burst. Guess I should help it along. The witness was hiding behind the phone screen with the help of this. What else other than the clothing box present? Miss Minnie, how you were able to hide at the scene of the crime is very simple. You were hiding inside this box. Ah! That tiny little box? No person could fit in that. Sorry, but your theory has already been disproved. Lotta disproved you when she was hiding from me in it. But that clothing box is in the side room, right? Which means it has nothing to do with the murder at all. That's right, I was sleeping there, so I should know. That clothing box was there in the side room the whole time. Mr. Wright, do you think you can prove where the clothing box was at the time of the crime? I'm gonna lose half of my patience meter if I don't save. I mean, if I get this incorrect, so saving, of course. Continue. The only logical thing is that I can prove this, of course. So yes, I can with some evidence. And now I present the piece of evidence that will prove this clothing box was at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. How about the folding screen? It has something to do with this. Take a look at this clothing box. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that thing. Or I'm losing my voice. I'm not doing my. You're so stupid. As if there's any sort of evidence in that old thing. This? What on earth? I don't have time for you to sit there surprised. Hurry up and say it already. There's a hole about 8 inches off the ground. A hole about 8 inches off the ground. Where have we heard that before? The folding screen. It had the hole at the same height. That's right! I hope this has opened your eyes to what happened. At the time of the shooting, the clothing box was sitting behind the folding screen, which is why the bullet from the pistol hit both the box and the folding screen. It went through the screen and then into the box. Miss Minnie, you were hiding behind the folding screen waiting for your chance. Yes, for your chance to kill Dr. Gray. Ah! Order! So what you are saying? Objection! Then Mr. Phoenix Wright, what about this picture? Are you saying that the person in this photo is Miss Innie Minnie? That is exactly what I am saying. Miss Innie Minnie, you were hiding inside this clothing box all along. And we're gonna save, and we're actually gonna end this episode off with an awkward pause. So I hope that you enjoyed this. I'm surprised that I've been catching on to the contradictions so quickly. But of course, now that I said that, I'm probably gonna be here terribly wrong later on. I'll come back to you guys next episode.